4 things I learned digging into this. My whole feed is losing it right now. People microdosing it, stacking it, telling me their wife lost 10 pounds in Costa Rica without even trying. Everyone is talking about it. So naturally, I went digging. Here's what's wild. People are already dosing themselves with this at home, based on stuff they heard on a podcast or from a buddy. And look, I get it. The personal stories are compelling, but a testimonial isn't data. So I wanted to find out, does this actually hold up once you leave the comment section? Thing 1. As of the recording of this, it isn't FDA approved. It's not on pharmacy shelves except for one in the entire US. It's still an investigational drug. It's called Phase 3 for a reason. Right now, it legally exists inside clinical trials, and from the one pharmacy, but that is it. Thing 2, and this is the part that actually got me. Lilly has multiple Phase 3 trials running on this. In one, called Triumph 4, people with knee osteoarthritis lost an average of 28.7% of their body weight, about 71 pounds, in 68 weeks, and their knee pain dropped by almost 76%. In another, Triumph 1, people who stayed on it for 2 full years lost an average of 30.3% of their body weight, dropped their LDL cholesterol by about 20%, and, this is the one that got me, 72% of people with prediabetes saw their blood sugar go back to completely normal. That's not a supplement claim, that's a reversal in a published trial. Thing 3 surprised me. This isn't just one thing. It's a triple agonist, meaning it hits 3 receptors at once: GLP-1, GIP, and glucagon. That's why people are talking about it for blood sugar, cholesterol, even inflammation, not just the number on the scale. And thing 4 is the twist. While Lilly is still running trials, there are already sites selling something they call by the same name, and creators online walking through their own home dosing schedule, sometimes with a coupon code attached. That's not a doctor, that's not a pharmacy, that's a personal experiment being marketed like medical advice, with the exception of one compound pharmacy in the US. So here's where I landed. The science behind it? Genuinely exciting. Those trial numbers are real and they're big. But the science is promising and you should buy this off a website right now are 2 completely different sentences. One is backed by a controlled trial with doctors watching for side effects. The other is you, alone, guessing at a dose based on a podcast. I'm not writing this off. I'm actually excited about what the data shows. I just don't think a buddy's coupon code is the same thing as an FDA review. If you want the real version of this, that's a conversation for your doctor, not your favorite social media guy. And I can connect you with the one compound pharmacy and medical team that does have approval if interest. Those are the facts I found. Those are my thoughts. I'm not your doctor, but I am obsessed with understanding modern wellness. Follow along if you want someone who does the homework before you make decisions. Subscribe or comment below if you want to hear about more things like this. And lastly, would you try it once it's approved? Me? Yes.